MIT 111, 112, Segway. Personal transporter, power tools, aviation products, automotive hybrid systems, PHEV conversions, moderate density, 2 times H outputs 70 amperes, high safety compared to cobalt/manganese systems. Operating temperature and GT 60 degrees C, 140 degrees Fahrenheit, lithium cobalt oxide LCO, Liku-2 Sony first commercial production, 113, 64, broad use, laptop high specific energy. Anode. Negative electrode materials are traditionally constructed from graphite and other carbon materials, although newer silicon-based materials are being increasingly used. See nanowire battery. In 2016, 89% of lithium-ion batteries contained graphite, 43% artificial and 46% natural, 7% contained amorphous carbon, either soft carbon or hard carbon, 2% contained lithium titanate, LTO, and 2% contained silicon or tin-based materials. 114. These materials are used because they are abundant, electrically conducting, and can intercalate lithium ions to store electrical charge with modest volume expansion. 10%. 115. Graphite is the dominant material because of its low intercalation voltage and excellent performance. Various alternative materials with higher capacities have been proposed, but they usually have higher voltages, which reduces energy density. 116. Low voltage is the key requirement for anodes, otherwise, the excess capacity is useless in terms of energy density. Negative electrode technology. Energy density durability. Company target application comments graphite 260Wh/Ptislav dominant negative electrode material used in lithium-ion batteries, limited to a capacity of 372 mR/G. 51. Low cost and good energy density. Graphite anodes can accommodate one lithium atom for every 6 carbon atoms. Charging rate is governed by the shape of the long, thin graphene sheets that constitute graphite. While charging, the lithium ions must travel to the outer edges of graphene sheet before coming to rest, intercalating between the sheets. The circuitous route takes so long that they encounter congestion around those edges. 117. Lithium titanate LTO, Li-45012 Toshiba Alternano Automotive, Phoenix Motor Cars, Electrical Grid, PUM Interconnection Regional Transmission Organization Control Area, 118, United States Department of Defense, 119, Bus, Proterra, improved output, charging time, durability, safety, operating temperature 50-70 degrees Celsius, 58-158 degrees Fahrenheit. 120, hard carbon NG2, 121, home electronics greater storage capacity. Tin/cobalt. Alloy Sony consumer electronics, Sonon X-ion battery, larger capacity than a cell with graphite. 3.5 R18650 type cell. Silicon/carbon 730Wh/L450Wh/kilogram amperes. 122. Smartphones providing 5000 mAh capacitors and LT 10% with silicon nanowires combined with graphite and binders. Energy density 74 mR/G. Another approach used carbon-coated 15 nm thick crystal silicon flakes. The tested half cell achieved 1200 mR/Gov 800 cycles. 123. As graphite is limited to a maximum capacity of 372 mR/G. 51. Much research has been dedicated to the development of materials that exhibit higher theoretical capacities and overcoming the technical challenges that presently encumber their implementation. The extensive 2007 review article by Kasavage-Jula et al. 124 summarizes early research on silicon-based anodes for lithium-ion secondary cells. In particular, Hong Li et al. 125 showed in 2000 that the electrochemical insertion of lithium ions in silicon nanoparticles and silicon nanowires leads to the formation of an amorphous Li-Si alloy. The same year, Bogau and his doctoral advisor, Professor Otto Ju, described the cycling of electrochemical cells with anodes comprising silicon nanowires, with a reversible capacity ranging from at least approximately 900 to 1500 mR/G. 126. Diamond-like carbon coatings can increase retention capacity by 40% and cycle life by 400% for lithium-based batteries. 127. To improve the stability of the lithium anode, several approaches to installing a protective layer have been suggested. 128. Silicon is beginning to be looked at as an anode material because it can accommodate significantly more lithium ions, storing up to 10 times the electric charge. However, this alloying between lithium and silicon results in significant volume expansion, ca 400%, 115, which causes catastrophic failure for the cell. 129. Silicon has been used as an anode material, but the insertion and extraction of can create cracks in the material. These cracks expose the Si surface to an electrolyte, causing decomposition and the formation of a solid electrolyte interface, SEI, on the new Si surface, crumpled graphene-encapsulated Si nanoparticles. This SEI will continue to grow thicker, deplete the available, and degrade the capacity and cycling stability of the anode. In addition to carbon and silicon-based anode materials for lithium-ion batteries, high-entropy metal oxide materials are being developed. These conversion, rather than intercalation, materials comprise an alloy, or subnanometer mixed phases, of several metal oxides performing different functions. For example, Zn and Co can act as electroactive charge storing species, Cu can provide an electronically conducting support phase, and MgO can prevent pulverization. 130. Electrolyte. Liquid electrolytes in lithium-ion batteries consist of lithium salts, such as LiPF6, LiBF4 or LiClO4 in an organic solvent such as ethylene carbonate, dimethyl carbonate, and diethyl carbonate. 131. A liquid electrolyte acts as a conductive pathway for the movement of cations passing from the negative to the positive electrodes during discharge. Typical conductivities of liquid electrolyte at room temperature, 20 degrees Celsius, 68 degrees Fahrenheit, are in the range of 10 ms/centimeter, increasing by approximately 30–40% at 40 degrees C, 104 degrees Fahrenheit, and decreasing slightly at 0 degrees Celsius, 32 degrees Fahrenheit. 132. The combination of linear and cyclic carbonates, for example, ethylene carbonate, EC, and dimethyl carbonate, DMC, offers high conductivity and solid electrolyte interface, SEI, forming ability. Organic solvents easily decompose on the negative electrodes during charge. When appropriate, organic solvents are reused as the electrolyte. The solvent decomposes on initial charging and forms a solid layer called the solid electrolyte interface. 133, which is electrically insulating, yet provides significant ionic conductivity. The interface prevents further decomposition of the electrolyte after the second charge. For example, Ethylene carbonate is decomposed at a relatively high voltage, 0.7 V versus lithium, and forms a dense and stable interface. 134. Composite electrolytes based on poly-oxyethylene provide a relatively stable interface. 135. 136. It can be either solid, high molecular weight, and be applied in dryly polymer cells, or liquid, low molecular weight, and be applied in regularly ion cells. Room temperature ionic liquids, RTILs, are another approach to limiting the flammability and volatility of organic electrolytes. 137. Recent advances in battery technology involve using a solid as the electrolyte material. The most promising of these are ceramics. 138. Solid ceramic electrolytes are mostly lithium metal oxides, which allow lithium-ion transport through the solid more readily.
Yes, I need a break. That's too much information. I cannot understand all this, but I like to read about it. You know, I need to go to restroom. I need to get something to drink. I like to look a little bit batteries, lipo batteries. I have links to a hobby website. You know, I have to find where to buy this batteries for drones. That's lipo batteries. I have a link, but that's so many months. That's many years ago. So I was flying this FPV drones. I had the links, all kind of links to drone batteries and stuff, but I not remember where it is. No, you cannot fly this outside anymore. You need a license. It's not legal. You cannot just take it outside and flying around in a forest or football field. You need like a license to do that. But you can flying below 250 grams without a license. So, but I need restroom. I need something to drink.